Collecting today, one of the more popular denominations is that of the half dollar, and it's easy to see why. First struck in 1794, it has been the workhorse of the American economy for almost 230 years. And of all the half dollars struck by the United States Mint, none have become more popular recently than those of the Seated Liberty half dollar series. Coins the United States Mint has not struck since the tail end of the 19th century. And tonight we have something truly special. Not only do we have a bunch of collector's quality Seated Liberty half dollars, coins that are at least 160 years old, our coins tonight have been struck by the New Orleans Mint, making them some of the rarest Seated Liberty half dollars in collecting today. These beautiful Ohm Mint silver half dollars are item number 905-5100, 905-5100. And each of our coins are going to be in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition, which means they pass our eye appeal and strike quality standard test. Because there's nothing worse than getting a coin as rare as the New Orleans Mint Seated Liberty half dollars, and then not even being able to tell what year it was struck or find that beautiful Ohm Mint mark on the back that guarantees it's going to be one of the rarest Seated Liberty half dollars in collecting today. At just $89.95 per coin, we are the envy of our competition, at least $85 less than our competitors are asking for a random date, random mint Seated Liberty half dollar. And our coins are guaranteed to be from the New Orleans Mint. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, avccoins.com. Find the search bar on the right-hand side of the page and put 905-5100, 905-5100, to grab not only a 160-year-old silver half dollar struck by the United States Mint, but one of the coins struck by the fabled New Orleans Mint, our nation's only Southern mint. And that inclusion of the mint mark means it's one of the rarest Seated Liberty half dollars in collecting today. Now, before we get into just how rare these O Mint mark Seated Liberty half dollars are, we need to talk about the Seated Liberty half dollar coin as a series, because they're a lot rarer than many people think. Across all 53 years of issue, the coin was struck from 1838 until 1891. Across all 53 years from all four mints that struck the coin, Philadelphia, New Orleans, Carson City, and San Francisco, there was a combined mintage of 155,210,821 total coins. And to put that into perspective, we'll compare it to the Franklin half dollar, one of the more popular half dollars in collecting today. The Franklin half dollar had a total uncirculated mintage of 465,814,454 total coins. And to put that even more into perspective, the 155 million Seated Liberty half dollars, we'll compare it to just the first year of issue for the Kennedy half dollar, the only year struck for circulation with silver. The 1964 P&D Kennedy half dollars had a combined mintage of 429,509,450 coins. So with just 155 million across the entire 53-year run, these Seated Liberty half dollars are astronomically rare. When you look at population reports today, across all mints in every single condition, NGC and PCGS have certified just 68,668 total coins. And every single grade, from VGs up to beautiful MS64s and 5s. That means that just one in every 2,260 Seated Liberty half dollars that were struck across the entire run of the coin is still known to exist today in any condition whatsoever. That's less than 0.5%. Very, very rare. But now let's talk about the New Orleans Mint, a rarity within the rarity, if you will. The New Orleans Mint would strike just 49,642,737 total coins. When you compare that to the 155 million overall, they're 3 times rarer than the other Seated Liberty half dollars struck that year. And when you look at population reports today, An even smaller number of these O mint mark coins are known to exist. Compared to the 68,668 across the entire Seated Liberty half-dollar series, known today in any condition whatsoever, just 15,205 of those have this special O mint mark. That means that only 1 in every 3,265 coins struck still exist today in any condition whatsoever. That is less than 1/10 of 1%. Actually, it's less than half of that. It is just 0.03% of the entire mintage across the entire run of the coins is known to still exist today in any condition whatsoever. That's why these coins cost over $175 with our competition, and we're not talking about the O mint mark coins. We're talking about random date, random mint, heavily circulated Seated Liberty half dollars. Those silver halves are still going to cost you at least $175. We couldn't find anyone offering just the New Orleans mint coins. But at $89.95 per coin, we are still $85 less than them for significantly better, higher eye appeal coins. Each of ours are going to be hand selected by one of us to make sure they meet our strict eye standards test. There's nothing worse than getting a coin as rare as the New Orleans Mint Seated Liberty half dollar and then not being able to tell what year it was struck, that the eagle even had feathers on the back, or make out that O mint mark, which is the must-have part of this special silver half dollar. To put it into perspective how rare the Seated Liberty half dollar series is as a whole compared to other modern day half dollars, let's talk about average mintages across each year of issue. They would strike this coin for 53 total years. So when you go through 155 million total coins, it breaks down to roughly 2.9 million coins struck per year across all 4 mints that struck the coin during its run. 2.92 million coins means that we average fewer Kennedy half dollars that we don't strike for circulation today than we did the Seated Liberty half dollar series. We pulled the Kennedy half dollar from circulation in 2001, but those coins are still struck every year for collectors who could buy them directly from the US Mint. Over the last 10 years, these forgotten uncirculated Kennedy half dollars have been averaging 3.3 to 3.5 million total coins per year, which means these Seated Liberty half dollars, coins that were the workhorse of the American economy, had fewer coins struck per year than coins that we strike today that are never going to circulate if collectors have anything to say about it. And we earned less than $90 per coin tonight for rare New Orleans Mint issues. Please call in and grab yours while you still can. At more than $85 less, the phone lines are completely backed up. We do have to move on, but if you're waiting, don't hang up. We'll get to you as soon as we can. You do not want to miss out on these stunning pieces of silver half dollar history. But that being said, it is time for us to move on. So let's see what's coming up next.